All right, good morning, YouTube. It is Friday morning. We are driving down to Kern County, down to Lehigh. Met a guy on Facebook, Mike McCool. Spent a handful of months building this new flow trail. So we're going to meet up with him in a couple hours and ride with him and get kind of a insider's view of the trail. Riding with a couple local celebrities. You guys know Eddie Graveline as the Mr. Punk Uncle. What's up? And we got little Eddie in the back. You a YouTuber as well? You got a channel? Not his thing. He just likes to rest and come along for the fun excitement. So anyway, sitting in some traffic here on the 99. Probably not a big surprise to those that commute on the 99, but just kind of making our way down on a Friday morning. Weather's gorgeous. Looking at about 55 degrees as a high in Tehachapi down in Kern County. So remind me again, how long have you been living in Tehachapi?
I moved here in 2005.
And when did you start building trails out here?
In about 6 years ago.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so there was some bear trails here when I got here, and you know, they had for practice. And like I said, when they built this, it was originally for the high school cross-country team.
For running, gotcha.
For riding, no.
Oh, for riding, okay.
For riding, yeah.
So some of you guys may or may not know, I was up here riding, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago. And when I got home, for the first hour and a half of the video I had recorded, I had no audio. And I was really bummed because I wanted to hear more about Mike's story and all the building he's done. And so he agreed to re-meet me out here this morning just to kind of ride about an hour on this lower part of the mountain. Whew.
So the next trail is going to come, you're going to hit those rocks there, bounce in, and go down, head down into that ravine down there. It's going to whip around through that ravine. It's going to be fun.
Nice, nice.
So yeah, next time you come up, that'll be...
What's the estimated, when are you going to start that?
It started, I'm into it. You can see I got like four turns done.
Gotcha.
And yeah, so it's...
Who is posting your trails onto like Trail Forks?
One of my friends, Bam Bam.
Okay.
He's one of my guys that I dig with.
Gotcha.
So he's kind of...
Because like 4 months in, when you were starting the T-Town, you could see this dotted line.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, wow, that thing's...
Yeah, that's probably Randy.
Yeah, it got put up pretty quick.
That's cool. Yeah, he was into it, and he's a Trail Forks guy, so...
I got you, okay.
Yeah, he knows more about Trail Forks than I do, so this is Oaks and Stones, upper.
Whew. The trail is dry. We're out in the middle of the desert. Mike saw a pretty good sized rattlesnake just about a week ago out here. Ooh, good stuff there. Nice. Whew. A little sketchy, but good stuff. A lot of climbing to get to the second, or this first part of the mountain. And warmer today. It's probably 85, maybe 90 degrees already. Started just about 10 o'clock. Pretty dry out here, as I mentioned earlier. There's some nice switchbacks in here. Ooh. Trying to control my speed and stay off the brakes all at the same time. Ooh. Good stuff though, really good. That was a drop he told me about. I'm good.
Okay.
So catch my breath.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Some nice little switchbacks, a little berm riding here. Didn't take any of the jumps. Still something I'm working on to gain my confidence. Whew. Feel that breeze again. They've designed these trails in such a way that the climbing, although you got to put in the mileage to get to the top, there's enough graded switchbacks where none of it is really sections that you have to walk because it's too steep. It's going to be you're walking because you're just gassed from the climb. I mean, there's a couple sections, maybe 100 yards here and there, that are a little bit steep, but it's just a testament to the trail builder on how he designed this to make it accessible for mountain bikes.
How you doing?
I'm surviving.
All right.
All right, some spectacular views up here. All right, so this is Tehachapi. We are in Kern County. Kern County got established in 1866. A lot of the land came from Tulare County. Like we had mentioned, it was one of the original 27s. Population for Kern County is about 840,000. The county seat here is Bakersfield. Bakersfield is also the most populated city in the county. From an economic standpoint, two big industries here: agriculture, which is going to be mostly or largely almonds, and petroleum extraction. So a lot of oil wells, a lot of natural gas are extracted out of this area. In fact, 70% of California's extracted petroleum comes out of Kern County. So in 1952, there was a massive earthquake, 7.3, that hit this area, caused a handful of deaths and a lot of damage. And then for a period of time, aftershocks ranging anywhere from 6 up to, well, I guess between 5 and 6 Richter scale measurements. So some pretty good aftershocks for a few weeks afterwards. So we are at Lehigh. I guess this is the name of the trail area. Right next to us, you can see a big mining facility, and that's Lehigh Mining. So this is the Lehigh Mine. As we're cruising by it on the 58. Lehigh Mine is next to the Lehigh Trail, so if you're wondering where the name comes from. And so they share the land. Mike was sharing with us that this land is owned by a private owner, and he agreed to allow an association, which is the Tehachapi Mountain Trail Association, TMTA, I believe is the right name. Anyway, he allowed them to form an association to develop a membership program, and through the membership they're able to pay the insurance and liability for mountain bikers on this particular trail. And so they've done a really good job. Mike's been up here for, I don't know, I think he said a good 20 years, building trails, developing most of this stuff. A lot of it he's built by hand over the years.
The year after I did Crazy Horse, and then this year T-Town.
How long did T-Town take?
Well, so me and some friends, we did a lot of it by hand at the beginning.
Okay.
And then I came back with a machine and redid the whole thing.
Gotcha.
So the machine, we had it for 2 months.
Okay.
And used it pretty much the whole 2 months.
You guys just park it down the parking lot? And
no,
I brought it up here?
We took it
inside.
We just left it where
wherever you were digging. I got you. Okay, yeah. I got you. He's impressive. I think I'm going to call him Iron Mike McCool. About 60 years old, climbs this mountain sometimes multiple times in the same day. It's a big climb. What's not noticeable is that the base where we started the parking lot is 4,000 feet of elevation. And then we've got another 2,500 feet of elevation climb, depending on the route that you go. Let's do it. All right, T-Town. Ooh, big berm here. Big berm's gonna be loose dirt. Woo. It's a big wide trail, which is kind of nice. Nice from a standpoint that if you come out of that loose dirt and you slide around, you got a lot of room. Whew. Got some jumps on there. Woo. Lots of lizards out here. A lot of reptiles. Haven't seen any snakes yet. Still slightly cool. Ooh, a lot of jumps. Well, if you like jumping, this would be an awesome ride. Ooh, some loose dirt there. Almost like beach, like sand. Whew, you gotta control your speed. I have to control my speed. You can see you lose it real quick. They leave a lot of the tools up here as they're digging, and then they just kind of come back up and start doing some more work and some more digging, more trail work. No reason dragging those tools up and down the trail every time. Hopefully the camera angle gives you a view. There's some really good sharp drops overlooking Tehachapi. So you come around some of these bends and turns. As everybody knows, downhill is easier, but it's still physically demanding on your body. My legs are pretty tight and gassed. They've done a great job building this trail from a incline standpoint to making these switchbacks pretty wide, big berms, so you don't lose control and lose it entirely off the side. In fact, a few of these switchbacks kind of forces you to ride back uphill a little bit. And they designed it well. They have jumps on looks like about every 200 or 300 yards. Ooh. And looking at trail forks, if the measurements are right, this downhill section is over 2 miles long. Curious to see how flat and smooth this gets after a few seasons of rain. It's been a really dry year for this area in California as a whole. Ooh, that is dry in there. That is dry. Tight turn there. Whew. I think I'm more timid because I'm pretty gassed. Whew. Mike just slides down this thing. Oh man, that's fun. Woo! All right, making our way back to the truck. Parking lot is in sight. Alright, we're just pulling out the parking lot here. I think we all are pretty grateful that it was a great ride. A lot of work, but some epic stuff that they have built here. Iron Mike McCool was our guide. We're following him now. He's going to take us over here to a little local place to grab a bite to eat before we head back home. Put on my glasses, I can't imagine. I don't know if you guys can see all the dryness and the salt on my face from this ride. No cover, no canopy at all. It's all 100% exposure out here. but pretty cool thing. So if you guys had to come up with two things to describe that you really liked about the trail, what would you guys say?
It's just endless. There's so many opportunities, so many features, different little trails. It's just fun.
Yep.
I like the design of the trails a lot. Like that T-Town, once it gets worked in, is going to be so good and fast, and like really like a variety of people will be able to ride it, and the more advanced rider will just be able to rip and, you know, hit the bigger jumps. But, you know, other people, once it gets packed in a little bit more, will be able to just kind of roll down it, you know, and
Right.
not be sketched out by it. So I mean, I think that trail's designed really well, and the climb trails were really well designed. I thought for the amount of elevation you have to gain, you know, they did a good job.
Good stuff, good stuff. It's always fun to get out, find your path. Get out there, see something new. You kind of talked us into riding a couple of those little features. Going off that DVO bridge was really kind of cool. I haven't done that.
That might have been one of the best parts.
Yeah, I haven't done that before. All right, well, let's head over here to this little place that Mike's leading us. Grab a bite to eat. Big Papa's.
Three plates.
We need the downtown burger.
You got it. Thank you.
Not the downtown. Thank you.
Look at that thing. That's a monster. Pastrami. That's awesome. That looks awesome. Sweet.
You got some more jalapenos coming?
We are actually out of jalapenos. I can bring you some habaneros.
Looks yummy. Good stuff.